really came out of the pandemic when it was identified that there were a lot of people that were just marooned really in their homes and they weren't coming out. But the longer that people are inside and not moving around and talking to people, obviously this has a really debilitating effect on their physical health and their mental health. And the longer they're in, the more difficult it is for them to come out, to take that first step outside the house. During the pandemic, there's a really, really good charity that was doing some excellent work, providing a weekly doorstep support scheme for people who wanted to be involved in that. So what they would do was go round to those people's houses, same time, same day, every week, and would just talk to them on the doorstep. About 5 to 10 minutes, give them a little activity to do that they could do for the rest of the week. So the first step for them was like getting from their lounge or the bedroom to the front door to talk to someone. And as the weeks went on, they gradually kind of built up trust. And then when we came out of lockdown and it was safe to do it, there was a big kind of great get-together at the community centre for people in that position coming out to something for the first time. It really helped if they were going somewhere that they already knew, so like a safe and a known place. And it helped if they were going with somebody that they knew and trusted. So my role, I've got a couple of things. I'm talking to residents, just listening to them, and that can be done informally. So as part of my running group, as part of the social sessions after an exercise class, part of Age Concern wanting to relaunch their age-friendly Carlton initiative, I was able to help set up some focus groups. So again, on a more formal way, we were able to ask residents what they wanted. Then just going out and finding what is out there already. So going to physical places, so going to the Age Concern charity shop, coming here to the Carlton Community Hub, what social media groups we've got, like the Carlton Hill Community Action Facebook, and publications, so things like This Is Gedling and NG4 magazine. Also the support services, so finding out the groups that are there, and then connecting all of those groups and sharing information. We have helped connect like the physios with the fitness instructors at the leisure centre, so there's kind of like continuity of support for residents there. It's really about creating the environment where people are connecting and helping each other. So the group just working with the Carlton Hub with housing schemes to think about how we can do things like the nature activities, maybe enable residents to kind of plant seeds. So again, they're kind of thinking outside of their homes. It's just making those connections and helping them to help each other. There's a sign on the door of the Carlton Community Hub that talks about inspiring and growing communities of hope, and I think that's what we're trying to do.
I stayed in during the pandemic, never went anywhere, and when it came to coming out after, I couldn't cross the step. I used to just break down, and then one day I got a telephone call from the Butterfly Project asking me if I was interested, and I said yes. So Kelly came, and after 6 weeks I started coming here, and it's just changed my life.
My name's Linda Patterson. I'm the One Step at a Time project coordinator at Age UK Nottingham and Notts. My role involves working with community and voluntary groups, linking in and connecting them, supporting them with the aims of the One Step at a Time project. Well, essentially, it's befriending leading to an activity. So I work with small community groups where people are encouraged to come along, to bring friends along who perhaps haven't been out. You know, this is all post-pandemic, where people are still quite nervous about coming out, about joining in. The call centre came about. I was on a Teams meet. It was one of the community engagement groups with Gedling. And it was the first time I attended, so I did a little talk about myself and the One Step at a Time project. And Becky was on the call, and I said what I was looking to do was connect with community groups who might be interested in putting on an activity. And she says, well, we're thinking of a walking group. Come and talk to us. So I had before that met Glyn Louth from the Broxtowe Walk and Talk. And I thought it'd be an ideal opportunity to put the two together. I don't have experience as a walk leader, but you know, I can put a project together, and came over to see them. I mean, it's an amazing local asset here. They've got got in Gedling. So I connected them with Glyn. There is a lot of older people who are socially isolated. They may not have family nearby, but I think there's a growing number of young people now who feel isolated, disconnected, who need to be encouraged more to become physically active, socially active.
With any groups, it's difficult to start. You don't know sort of, what you need to put in place for it. So Glyn had all the information on that and he could help us. And again, that's a really good partnership that we formed there. He's really, really supportive to us, so we appreciate that.
The beauty of having somebody like Linda running it,
Yeah.
that she could put us in touch with Glyn and find the relevant people to advise us.